Good morning, friends, and happy Wednesday. So, I have a funny story to tell you before we read our Junie B book. So, yesterday, I left my Chromebook here because I was going to record another video. Well, this morning, I got here, and I was about to get ready to do the video, and then I couldn't find my Chromebook, and it has gone missing. And I think that this friend right here has a little bit to do with that. Do you know where the Chromebook is?
Yeah.
He said that, but we can't find it. We'll find it eventually. But I am on my phone today, so it's going to look a little bit different to you. But that's okay. You'll still hear the story just fine. So, we are going to read chapter 7 today, and it is called Fun with Me and Sheldon. Now, remember, her and Sheldon are going to be practicing for the halftime show. So, we are going to read that today and find out what is going on. So, let's go ahead and get started. Chapter 7, Fun with Me and Sheldon. At recess, Mr. Scary got the kickball team started on their practice. Then he came over to Sheldon and me, and he helped us with our halftime show. First, he gave me a wood block from the music teacher's room. Plus, also, he gave me a drumstick. If you hit this wood block while you march, you and Sheldon will be able to stay in step, he explained. I was very thrilled, because hitting stuff is right up my alley. I whacked that thing with my drumstick, and then Sheldon crashed his cymbals together, and that music was beautiful. After that, Mr. Scary told us to form a line behind him, and all three of us marched around and around the playground. And guess what? My wood block kept us in step very perfect. After a while, we marched over to a microphone. It was on a stand in the grass. This is where you're going to sing, Sheldon, Mr. Scary said. When you sing into this microphone, the whole audience will be able to hear you. Mr. Scary smiled. We won't turn it on yet, but you can practice your song, okay? Okay, said Sheldon, real thrilled. Then he stood up straight and tall, and he walked over to the microphone, and he started to sing, Hark the herald angels sings. He played the cymbals while he sang. It was very lovely, sort of, but Mr. Scary's face did not look delighted. He held up his hand. Could you hold it there for a sec, Sheldon? He called out. Could you stop singing for a minute, please? Sheldon stopped. Mr. Scary walked over to the microphone. Okay, well, that's a very nice Christmas carol, Sheldon, he said, and you were singing it beautifully, but the trouble is, it really isn't Christmas, is it? Oh, let me show you a picture. So I'm wondering if maybe you know a different song. Sheldon thought for a minute. How about I Have a Little Dreidel, he asked. I know that one. Mr. Scary ran his fingers through his tired hair. Yes, that's sort of the same problem, isn't it, he said. It's really not Hanukkah, is it, either? Mr. Scary bent down next to him. Do you know any songs besides holiday songs, he asked, or is there some other talent you have, Sheldon? Like you whistle maybe or do a magic trick? Sheldon thought for some more. I can blow bubbles. I can blow bubbles out of my nose, he said, but that mostly only happens when I'm choking. Mr. Scary started rubbing the side of his head. He was getting another headache in there, I think. Then all of a sudden, Sheldon's whole face lighted up. Hey, wait! I just thought of another song I can sing, he said. Happy birthday, Mr. Scary. I know all the words to Happy Birthday. And that isn't even a holiday song. Our teacher stood there a second, and then he nodded his head, and he said Happy Birthday would be just dandy. Sheldon started his performance all over again. He sang the song and played the cymbals very good. After he got done, he did a somersault. I do not know why. Then hooray, hooray! It was finally time for me. I put down my wood block, and then I reached into my pocket and I took out pretend lemons, and I started to pretend juggle. Juggling for pretend is way easier than juggling for real. I skipped and twirled and danced. Mr. Scary and Sheldon clapped and clapped. I did a bow. And then I picked up my wood block again and I hit it with my stick. And me and Sheldon marched off the field. We jumped all around and did a high five. And then Sheldon picked me up and tried to twirl me around. Only he wasn't actually strong enough. So mostly I just dragged my toes. His face turned reddish and sweaty. He put me down and wiped his head with his sleeve. Whew. You weigh a ton, girl. Bless you. You weigh a ton, girl, he said. I did a smile. I like that odd boy. I really, really do. So tomorrow we'll read chapter 8, and it's called Halftime. So maybe we'll get to hear about the performance. Now, I'm so sorry if you got distracted by these crazies around me. Look at this. Well, I think that I need to sign off and go tend to these boys because they're making a fort of some sort. So, I will see you back here tomorrow, and hopefully I have my Chromebook back. Right, boys?
Yeah, right?
Hopefully we can find it wherever they hid it.
Yay! I'm Voodoo!
Bye.